Confusion is taking over Tampa Bay. Offensive coordinator Liam Coen has jumped ship after just 1 year, leaving the Buccaneers in the lurch. And what did he gain? A new role with the Jaguars, where he'll even help select the team's next GM. Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield continues to prove he's an NFL survivor, facing his 8th offensive coordinator in 8 seasons while still delivering incredible results. Don't miss a single detail of this hot news about the BUCS. Hit that like button and let's dive in. Man, the Buccaneers are riding a wild coaching carousel right now. Liam Coen, their offensive coordinator, is officially out after just 1 year, and this situation got messy real fast. It looked like Tampa was going to lock him down for the long haul, but the Jaguars threw a curveball by shaking up their front office, and Coen just couldn't resist. Here's the scoop. The Jags asked GM Trent Baalke shortly after Coen had declined a second interview with him. This change had everything to do with Coen reconsidering. Turns out Baalke wasn't the main reason Coen initially said no, but the timing of his firing made Jacksonville rethink their strategy. They quickly got back on the phone with Coen, and from there things spiraled. The BUCS really wanted to keep Coen and were ready to pay him close to $4.5 million a year. Practically Vic Fangio money for a coordinator. The ownership, led by the Glazer family, approved a bump to keep him in Tampa, but they had a condition: no second meetings with the Jaguars. Coen, however, played his cards smartly. Knowing the Jags were still in the mix, he pushed Tampa for even more cash. When they said no, he started stalling. By midweek, Coen was supposed to sign his extension with the BUCS, but he kept putting it off. On Thursday morning, he ghosted Tampa entirely, didn't return calls from GM Jason Licht, head coach Todd Bowles, or even assistant GM Mike Greenberg. Later that day, Coen's agent told the BUCS he was handling a personal matter. Meanwhile, the Jags let Tampa know that Coen was already in Jacksonville. Ouch! The real kicker here? Jacksonville offered Coen an unusually rare opportunity for a first-time head coach, the chance to help pick their next GM. That's almost unheard of. The last guy to get that kind of power was Kyle Shanahan back in 2017, and he already had a much stronger resume than Coen does right now. But hey, it's the NFL. Timing is everything. And Coen played his cards perfectly, even if it ruffled some feathers. This whole saga left both teams in awkward spots. The BUCS were blindsided, especially since some within the organization reportedly saw Coen as their future head coach. There were even whispers that if Tampa had missed the playoffs this year, Todd Bowles might have been on the chopping block, with Coen sliding into the top spot. Now, Bowles is left scrambling for yet another OC while trying to hold on to his own job for another year. Over in Jacksonville, the Jags had to jump through some Rooney Rule hoops during Coen's stall tactics. They even squeezed in an in-person interview with Raiders DC Patrick Graham to check that box. But let's be real, this was always Coen's gig to lose once Baalke was out of the picture. So here we are. The Jags have their guy, and Coen gets to call the shots with some serious GM influence. As for Tampa, they're left picking up the pieces and wondering what could have been. Stay tuned, because this shakeup might just be the beginning of a wild offseason for both teams. What do you think of how Liam Coen left the Buccaneers? Was it a genius move or a betrayal to the team? Let us know in the comments. And speaking of stability, let's talk about Baker Mayfield, who's facing more changes but keeps surprising everyone. Baker Mayfield is proving to be the ultimate survivor in the NFL chaos machine. After Liam Coen's whirlwind departure to become the Jaguars head coach, Mayfield is staring down his 8th offensive coordinator in as many seasons. Let that sink in. 8 years, 8 different systems, and this dude is still thriving. That stat, dropped by Amuse Baker on X, just underscores how insane his NFL journey has been. Tampa Bay's offense might have lost another OC, but Mayfield has quietly been the glue holding things together. Over the past 2 seasons, he's not only stabilized his career, he's become a bona fide star. Think about it. Most quarterbacks crumble when they're stuck on the coaching carousel. Baker, he's flipping the script. Despite the chaos, he's thrived in a system that's been good enough to catapult not 1, but 2 offensive coordinators into head coaching gigs. Before landing in Tampa, Baker's NFL career felt cursed. He bounced from Cleveland to Carolina to Los Angeles, battling injuries and drama at every stop. But in Tampa, under Coen and the BUCS' previous OC, something clicked. He regained his mojo, showing flashes of the guy who was a #1 overall pick. The fact that he's been this productive while basically learning a new playbook every year is nothing short of remarkable. Sure, it's a bummer for the Bucs to lose Coen after they were ready to back up the Brinks truck for him. But Mayfield's resurgence in Tampa speaks volumes. The last 2 OC departures aren't about dysfunction. They're about how good this offense has been with Mayfield at the helm. Coordinators don't get promoted unless the QB is delivering, and Baker's been doing exactly that. Now the big question is, can Baker keep the momentum going with yet another new play caller? At this point, betting against him seems like a bad idea. He's proven he can adapt, thrive, and most importantly, win no matter the circumstances. Tampa's got plenty to figure out this offseason, but one thing's clear, Baker Mayfield is still very much that guy. The Buccaneers were caught off guard by Coen's departure, but maybe it's Baker Mayfield who will hold things together once again. The guy has overcome challenges that would have broken other QBs and is still thriving despite all the instability. Tampa needs to sort out his leadership problems quickly or risk losing the little balance they still have. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Bucs.